with that in mind, Ron, are you paying attention?
Nope.
Well, this concerns all of us.
Okay.
Good morning, Cruz.
Good morning.
Hey, chaotic.
Hey.
It's 9:15, and today's trending topic is about Meek Mill and Michael Rapaport. Right after the All-Star game this past weekend, Michael Rapaport tweeted about Meek Mill's performance on the All-Star game. His tweet read, "Meek Mill, great story, great look, trash rapper. Sorry." And then he went on to say some other stuff about, where I'm from. If you get dragged by Drake and don't respond, you'll always be whack. All right, so Meek Mill saw Michael Rapaport's tweet and replied by saying, "Hey, Michael, don't ever use the word trash when you speaking on nothing from our culture unless you're trying to get trashed. And number 2, who gave you authorization to be speaking on us? Huh?" That was Meek Mill's response. Now, Michael Rapaport did come back on Sway in the Morning and apologize for calling Meek Mill trash. He says that, he's got a good career. He just, hey, that's how you felt at the time, and that's how it came out, but he apologized for it. But trending topic today is about, is Meek Mill right to tell Michael Rapaport just because he's white? Because I'm thinking it's because he's white.
Well, why else would
I don't think it's because he's white, honestly.
That you cannot comment on our culture. Specifically, he said, who gave you authorization to be speaking on us?
Well, I think he's talking about, when he's talking about the culture, and we think about where Meek Mill came from, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Meek Mill didn't come from money. Meek Mill came from the hood. And everything that he raps about is for the hood. Meek Mill's coming out here today, and we already know the whole hood is about to come out for Meek Mill. So I feel like that's what he's talking about. And when he's saying don't say anything that's about us is trash, he's talking about, where he comes from, the people that he represents, the community that he's from, the neighborhood. I don't think it has to do with him being white. I think it's more so about, like, don't try to come for something that you've never lived through. You know what I'm saying?
I think I respect that opinion. I think it's a stretch.
Why?
Because he's talking to Michael Rapaport. Speaking on us,
Then
don't never use the word trash when you're talking about black culture.
He
didn't
say
say that.
black culture. He just
He
said the
did too.
culture.
Play back.
He says, don't ever use the word trash when you're speaking on nothing from our culture unless you're trying to get trashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't say black culture.
So
So
I
you
don't
guys
our.
honestly believe in
He
your
said
heart
our.
this doesn't stem at all from dude being white.
I agree with Jazzy. If you're in a comparison where Meek's from, he's from the bottom. Michael Rapaport is not from the bottom.
How do you wait? You said what?
He's from the bottom.
And Michael Rapaport is from what? You know where he's from? You know his upbringing? No, I'm asking you.
From New York.
You know his upbringing.
It's
Do you know if he was poor?
It's nothing like Meek
Oh
Mill.
my God! You're making an assumption. You don't know how
I'm
that
sorry,
man
Meek
was
Mill was
raised.
incarcerated for
You
a
don't know.
crime.
So Michael Rapaport directed Tribe Called Quest documentary, one of the best rap groups in the history of hip hop. He's been in tons of hip hop movies, Spike Lee movies.
But-
He's
but-
been hold on. He's been surrounded by the hip hop culture longer than some of these rappers are in the game.
I'm not talking about hip hop right now.
him.
But he's not allowed to comment on
But
the
this is-
culture.
Meek Mill's
But-
upbringing versus
That's what I'm
Rapaport's
talking about.
upbringing.
His
You don't
upbringing.
know.
What Jazzy was
Yo,
saying.
do your homework on Rapaport's upbringing before you
I'm
speculate.
from
What
New
is?
York. He's not. He didn't grow up like Meek Mill.
How do you know how he grew up?
Okay,
Well, tell me
Google
how he
him.
grew up.
Google him.
I'm asking you, economically, what kind of economic status did he grow up in?
Okay, you think?
I'm just asking you,
But-
answer the question. Do you know how he grew up?
They did
What
great.
I'm saying is, so you're saying that Michael Rapaport is not allowed to talk about our culture unless he grew up poor?
I didn't say that.
That's
agreeing
what
with
he's
Jazzy.
saying.
No, I'm
No,
saying,
that's what you're saying.
I'm saying Cruz is saying it's a black and white thing. I'm agreeing with Jazzy saying he's.
I didn't say it was a black and white thing. I'm saying that I think what he said is inappropriate because Meek has to be honest with himself. When he does concerts and the wave of white people are in his audience watching him, when they download and stream his music because they love him,
But
is
who
he gonna
says it's
hold
black
on?
and white,
Hold on.
though?
Is he gonna turn and tell all his non-black fans, you guys are never allowed to have an opinion on this or the culture or the music?
So it goes back to what you said. You're making the black and white thing.
Yeah.
Me and Jazzy
It
saying.
is
talk-
kind
I'm
of-
saying it's
it
more
is-
about economics.
It is a black and white thing for
You
you.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is. But
I
I feel like it's
saying.
more of an
and
economic
that's
thing.
okay. And
So,
that's okay.
I feel like it's almost like the same thing. If there was a rich person and they were to try to come and try to tell, middle class citizens like, well, you guys are just complaining, you guys want to do this and do that, and it's like, well, you can't really speak on something because you grew up around money. You know what I'm saying?
But we
Exactly.
don't
You grew up
know.
with
We
money,
don't know. if
So Michael Rappaport,
Exactly.
you're saying he grew up. That's what I'm saying.
We
You guys
don't
are
know that.
assuming he grew up with money.
You're assuming that Meek
I'm
Mill
gonna make
saying
it-
that because
okay,
he's white.
I
okay.
think
All
because
right,
he's white,
all
he
right.
grew up with money.
No.
You know what
I'm
you're
saying?
saying?
No,
You
not
think
at
because
all.
he's white, he grew up with money?
That's what it
Absolutely
sounds like
Because
to
if
me.
he were black, would you be questioning
No.
where he grew up at?
No.
I think you are. I think
think
you're
you
assuming
would.
because he's white, he grew up with money. That's
No.
what it sounds like.
I'm from New York, so I can say that he didn't grow up like Meek Mill did.
But
Okay.
he's from New York.
Did he sell
But
crack
he's
like
from New
Meek
York.
Mill
But
did?
he's
No, he
from
did
New
not.
York. He's from
Who's
New
from
York,
New
too.
York?
Michael Rappaport.
I said that.
But you're saying like I'm from New York, so
You
I
gotta-
know. But he's
so
from
the only
New
way
York,
you
too.
What I'm
can, the
saying
only
is-
way you can have a judgment on his music, on me, only way you could come out and say, hey, I don't like his music, or I don't think he's a dope lyricist, is if you sold crack.
No.
That sounds
Let's
ridiculous.
take it to our team. Let's take it to
No,
our
that's
team.
what
What
I'm
do you
saying.
think? The number is 844-787-1979. Should Michael Rappaport be able to express how he feels about this culture, whether he grew up in it or not? Let us know.